to put the seat belt all the way on.
What's up? What's up? What's going on, guys?
Hey, man, everything is good, man. Everything is good, man.
Hell yeah.
Yes, sir.
Happy Sunday to you guys, man.
Oh, man, look, happy Sunday to you too, bro. I don't want to make any assumptions, but it looked like it's a little bit of the weight room equipment that behind you.
Yeah, man, I'm in my gym today, man. I just had to be quiet. The puppies are up and all running around, so I wanted to jump on here and doing my little talking here and keep it quiet for you guys to be able to understand and listen.
Yeah, no doubt, man. So what I like to do, man, is just go ahead and introduce everybody. So our show is Car Talk TV. That's me, E Vapors, and my co-host, Car Show Rail, man. And our goal, man, is to bring the car community together, man, to introduce the world to some car enthusiasts, man, cool people, entrepreneurs, man. And I think you check off all those blocks, my brother, man. Just from the short
I appreciate
time,
that.
Yes, sir.
Just
from the short time that I've been following you on Instagram, man, I thought you was pretty interesting in a few different categories, man. I said, this guy right here, I would love to have him on the show. And so SRT God, welcome to Car Talk TV, man.
I appreciate you guys.
Yeah, how you feeling today?
I just want to start off by real quick saying I appreciate your guys' service and holding it down for the United States, man. I truly appreciate that. I know that some of you guys might not know, but these guys are, military. They served their time, did their time for the United States, and all from myself and all of us that are watching and listening, we appreciate you guys. Seriously.
No doubt, man. I appreciate that, man. And that's a big blessing,
Yes.
To be able to do it. And, we're still here, because some people made the ultimate sacrifice.
Yes.
And yeah, so it's a blessing, man. But the first question that my bro Car Show Rail would love to ask, man, I gotta go with the patented Car Talk TV question. What was your first car?
It was a 1991 Plymouth Acclaim. Yeah, gold type.
Yes, sir. The 90 Acclaim.
Acclaim, yeah, the old Plymouth.
Yes,
Well, it's
sir.
actually Dodge, but yeah, it was old, man. It had the old what was that, the fake leather type, it was the limited edition one, of course. But yeah, it was my first one. I bought it, was $1,000.
Okay.
Took my savings bonds that my mom had saved up for me throughout the years and bought it out of cash, man. I was super excited. I was 16 years old when I bought that. So
yeah, 16 years old with your first car was a 1991 Acclaim. That's pretty interesting, man. Hey, where are you from and where do you currently reside?
I'm from Minnesota, Minneapolis. I'm still here. The plan is to move down south, and I'm sick of the winters down up here. It's cold, right? The SRT is not liking me right now, sitting outside, but it is what it is for now. But yeah, I'm up here in Minnesota, and been up here my whole life. Was born and raised here.
Gotcha. Minnesota, man. You was talking about the weather. Now I'm technically down south here in North Carolina, and the weather, today was actually was not too bad, man. I mean, you actually could have worn some shorts outside. So you'll get more time with the SRT. And you mentioned in the SRT, I know you said the first car was the Acclaim.
Yes, sir.
What kind of cars did you have in between that? Is there one that stands out?
Man, I had a silver Buick Regal. It was the RS 2001. That was my, I just turned 18, started my job, my career that I'm still in today. And, I decked it out. I put the old spree wheels on there. And eventually the spree. Yeah, the spree wheel.
We talking about the same thing, right? The trail spree wheel.
Oh, yeah, the spinners, man. You keep stopping, the hair keeps moving, champ. Yes, sir. I had them on there, man. 20s I put on there. I put the 20s on there. And, the sad news was it ended up getting carjacked on a Sunday afternoon. And that was just a hot car. You know what I mean? And, everybody and their brother wanted it. And someone won and got it. But, it's that was probably one of my hottest cars. I did have a Denali, too, that I bought right when I turned 21. I bought a Denali XL. Put some 24s on there, threw TVs in there. That kind of stuff, just with the job that I had, I was fortunate enough to be able to, do those things. But I would say my Regal was probably the best one that I've had so far, besides the SRT that I have now. But the Regal was sharp. It was silver, spree wheels. Everybody, he's like I said, you stop, the wheels keep spinning. They weren't counterclockwise, man. They were the real deal.
and it's funny you said counterclockwise, man, because I remember people saying that they had spree wheels.
Yeah,
but they really
spin the other way.
Yeah, yeah,
Or
yeah,
they can
yeah.
spin it all.
Yeah. So whoever sold them those rims, you know, I think they got them.
Oh yeah, you get knockoffs too for super cheap. But like I said, I had the real spree wheels. Obviously, I don't know if you guys know, but he actually used to play for the Minnesota Timberwolves. But yeah, they were 10 grand. And what sucked was when my car got stolen, I didn't have that extra insurance on the car. You know, because you get extra insurance to be able to refund the money if you have that. But I didn't have that extra insurance on it. I didn't know nothing about it at the time. So I lost out 10 grand just on the wheels, you know, because they were taken, obviously. But yeah, it was a learning experience for sure. So anybody that's out there, make sure you guys, if you're going to start doing this stuff to your cars, check in with your insurance companies, get that extra insurance on there, because they're not going to cover it if you have a wrap on there or you have rims on there, you have all this extra stuff. They're not going to pay for that. So make sure that you get that in there.
You know, that's funny you said that, man. And I have some different plans to modify a 84 Monte Carlo that I'm about to get, and I hadn't even considered any extra levels of insurance for wraps, wheels, or anything like that.
Yeah, make sure you do that, because I got aced out on that, and they do have different levels and different things. Make sure you keep the receipts, obviously, and all those things, but they have different packages. I know when I started wrapping the car and all that, I'm going to start putting all that extra insurance on there too. I already pay a lot already, that it should cover it, you know what I mean? But they don't, you know, that's how they get out of that stuff. So make sure you always check with your insurance company on that, because that is something that you'll be out of money real quick.
Nah, that's great. That's great advice, man. And speaking of cars, you know, we talked about your very first car, and I know a lot of us have different influences on how we got into cars. Where did our passion for cars come from? What would you attribute your passion for cars to? Or is there a person, a thing, an event?
You know, I don't know, some of you guys might know him, Mr. Organic. I've always loved cars. You know what I mean? I've always loved cars. I've always been one of those types that always want to stand out with a car, be loud, be proud of it, you know, so forth. I'm a loud type of person, so I always want to stick out. And before I bought the SRT, I was going to buy a Ford Raptor and get it all modified, get it all souped up and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But, you know, Mr. Organic was from here right before he went to L.A., and you know, we were talking and shooting shit. He's like, bro, you need to get the SRT, man. That's a car that's not really up here in Minnesota. You know, you have the Challengers and the Chargers, but just nobody's got the red eye, you know, and nobody's got the big dog. And that's why I was like, you know, they're kind of comparisons in price. So I was like, okay, you know, so I started looking into it. I've always wanted a Challenger anyway. That's not cool, but I just wanted the truck because, you know, I'm a bigger guy. Easier to get in and out of, you know, kind of like, you know, you with the R8, you know, and the I8. Yeah. You know, when you get taller, you get bigger, it's hard to get in those things. You know, so I was just trying to, you know, look for the easy in and out type. But I ran across this car. I wasn't even supposed to get the SRT till this spring of 2021. But this last late winter, I came through and got a smoking deal on this one. So I couldn't pass it up. And, you know, the wife, she was all for it, but she was like, you told me we were waiting until spring, you know. So I ended up getting it and bringing it home, but it's been a long journey for sure.
Yeah. And you mentioned Mr. Organic, man, and when you said Minnesota, I knew that influence was going to be there in some shape, form, or fashion, man. And that is interesting that in your mind, you were looking at getting a Ford Raptor versus getting SRT Hellcat Red Eye. Are you into trucks, lifted trucks, or what is your style of truck? I know you said the Raptor, but is it lifted or is it more of the low rider type?
Oh man, I want it loud and proud. You know what I mean? I want it lifted. I want, you know, I'm cool. You know, honestly, you know, like up here we call it the hillbilly trucks. You know, the ones that are, you know, all farmer type. You know, I like it all. You know what I mean? Every car to me, you know, like we talked before, all the cars, in my opinion, it tells you something about that person. You know, if it's lifted, my buddy just bought a brand new Chevy. He got it lifted, got it toned out, got some wheels on it, so it looked sharp. And I was like, man, that looks awesome. But you know, sitting in the SRT, I'm definitely a car guy. You know, I'm definitely a car guy, but I would definitely be open to a truck. You know, something that's, you know, what's really cool is those Jeep like Rubicons. I think they call it Texas style or something. Sick. Yeah. The bulletproof looking ones. Yeah, those are cool. I would totally ride with one of those, but maybe down the road, you never know. You got to keep in touch on the YouTube channel. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, man. And I'm glad you just said that, man, because of course, you know, you're clearly on IG right now because we're doing an
Yeah.
IG live. Tell us about your YouTube channel and anything else that you have that's, you know, that you want people to know about that you're doing.
The YouTube channel is it's under my clothing brand, Soda Muscle. This is one of the new guy shirts that I'm dropping pretty soon. It's property of Soda Muscle, and then if you guys see this, it says raw. Basically, what that stands for is real and winning. You know what I mean? It's a raw thought. It's a raw deal. If you're real and you're winning, what more can you ask for? But I guess, you know, my Soda Muscle channel, that's something that I'm going to start pushing here once the machine gets up and running. It's hard to keep the content going right now because I'm gonna throw you some excuses, I guess. I work a full-time job, so nobody really wants me to go see me going to work every damn day and doing the damn thing. They want me to see me in the SRT, but you know, with the snow and stuff, I don't drive it with that. So the content is real slow right now. Up here in Minnesota, we're shut down still from the vid, and you know, everything's quiet here. So it's really nothing to be, you know, showing, in my opinion. You know, I do have a clothing brand, Soda Muscle, that I launched right before the pandemic, actually in February, and it's been crazy. It's been super, super good. The name's getting out there, so I love that. And I couldn't ask for honestly, I couldn't ask for a better thing right now, man. My life is blessed.
Yeah, nah, and on the whole clothing line thing, man, I've been all up and down through your social media pages, man, and I can tell you got a little bit of style, you got a little bit of something, you know. I pride myself on having a little bit of swag, man. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
And this ain't my clothing line. I got me a little bit of Adidas, you know what I'm saying? A little bit of something. I ain't seen nobody else with it on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But where does your style come from? What do you attribute your style or to? Is it a person? Is it a thing? Is it a, you know, what is it?
Man, I've always had a dream of fashion. You know, I've always been a designer guy. I've always loved my Louis Vuitton. I'm a huge Louis guy. Everybody that knows me knows that. I'm just one of those types of guys that, again, I love to be loud. You know, I love to be seen and be heard, I guess, is what I've always been told. And I agree with that. I just like to stick out. I like to be different. I don't like to be a sheep. I want to be in my own lane. You know what I mean? And when you follow the same people and you follow the same clothing and that, my clothing's a lot different than most fitness people. I've been told that, and that's why I stick out. You know, my fitness brand is, I'm a bodybuilder myself. My motto is I want you guys to look good and feel good when you're going to the gym, going to the store, whatever the case may be. And it's hard to be able to do that when you're paying a trainer, you're paying your subs, you're paying your food, you know, all that stuff adds up real quick. And so I come through a lot cheaper than most people, most companies. And being in the game now and seeing what some of these companies pay for their what they pay to get it made, it just makes me sick. I couldn't do that, you know what I mean? I'm not the type of guy, you know what I mean? So I want people to look good, feel good at a better, low price. I mean, I have leggings literally on my website that are $10. Oh, wow. I have leggings that are $40 and $50, you know, so they're all, you know, obviously right now with the pandemic, a lot of people are hurting, but, you know, on a good day, that's a cheap price for a pair of leggings for women, you know?
Yeah, no doubt, man. Now, look, I want you to tell me, you know, we're going to talk about this car, man. Let's watch this video right here, man.
Hey, this is me, too, by the way. I truly did this whole video, man. My guy is good.
Oh, you were driving?
Oh, that's my car. That's me right there. Yes, sir.
Right here.
Downtown
right
Phoenix. Yeah. Downtown Phoenix, man. That's me right there. Yes, sir.
Bro, when I saw that back end slide on that Hellcat is mean, boy.
Yeah, that's sexy. Yeah, that whole video. My guy Huey did that. He's on my Instagram as well. He's on my YouTube channel, tagged up on there. He's a good dude. He'll be coming to Vegas with me when I get the call wrapped and stuff. Just, you know, the content is super important, you know, just as well as I do it in YouTube. Content is huge. And if your content, your videos, you know, aren't the best and clear, a lot of people will skip through it. You know what I mean? So when I made these intro videos, I wanted to make sure that I had somebody that knew what they were doing, knew what they were talking about, wanted to be on the same page as you. You know, you can have anybody video you, but if they don't have the same vision as you, It ain't right, you know. So, but yeah, I love that video. I love Right Here, man. It's coming around.
That's not the stunt driver.
Phoenix was quiet. It was super quiet, and the cops were actually a block away. When I come around the corner, the cops were there, so they all jetted right away and got the hell out of there. But that was sick.
Man, the first time I saw this video, that I knew that was gonna be my favorite part. I have a drone myself, man, and I like to incorporate drone footage in my vlog. So when I saw that shot, I said that was just perfect, man, to get that.
Oh, that wasn't even from a drone though, but that was actually on foot. Yeah, he was on foot.
Really?
He had a slider, so he slid with me. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
some of those shots are from a drone, yeah, but that shot there was actually he was standing on the street.
Wow, that is dope, man.
And the other thing is that car is actually orange. A lot of people think it's red, but it's actually the Mango Tango orange, which is super rare in that SRT. That's not red, so a lot of people are thinking it's red, and it's not. It's actually orange. So when I show the Hellcat red eye symbol, you can hardly see the red eye because it's orange. Yeah,
I promise you, I thought it was I think they call it torch red, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. No, that's the orange, man. That was the story behind that car is actually I don't know if you guys know, but Penske, he's a NASCAR driver. That was his car. Penske.
Yeah, Penske. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was his car. He ordered that car, and it was used for a couple videos and a couple shoots, and then he wanted to sell it and get rid of it. So it was technically brand new. It only had like 800 miles or something on it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so he ordered it for his dealership or whatever, and then he wanted to sell it right away. He wanted to get out of it. So yeah, they only used it for a couple of shoots, and that's why the deal was so good. I was like, man, I can't let this go. You know, and I called Mr. Organic, and I asked him, I'm like, yo, man, this is a good deal. And he was like, dude, jump on that, man. So, you know, the sticker price on that was $89,000. So the only thing it doesn't have is a moonroof, man. And I don't want the moonroof. Y'all will see why I don't want the moonroof. You'll see that reflection detail down in Vegas is going to get you right on that. So
now you just dropped a big name now. The first time I heard of Reflections detail was when I was watching on Mr. Organic's channel, and he was doing some business with him. And since then, I've seen so many other YouTubers use Tony at Reflection Details, and I know it's a direct result of Mr. Organic putting the brand out there and seeing the final product. And we know his style is super eclectic, wild, loud, and right.
I love the style.
All right. So what is your? I know you don't want to tell everything what you're gonna do. What is some of your public vision that you can share on your rap?
I'll give you a little tidbits on this one for sure. It's all gonna be reflective. It's gonna be what can I say? There'll be some animals on there. You know, it's going to definitely represent me for sure. You know, the meaning behind the animals that are on there is definitely going to reflect of me from, you know, just being strong and strength. And it's going to represent my clothing brand too as well. But I'll say this, though, is that I'll probably have the sickest Hellcat in the Midwest. Red eye, wide body. And I'll say I'll probably have the top 5 for the country. This rap is crazy. You know, I have a lot of people that say, bro, why you bringing it all the way down to Vegas? You know, why are you bringing it all the way down there for a rap? And you know, we got companies here that do a very good job, don't get me wrong. I've seen their work. But when you step in, you know, Tony's done work for me for my slingshot. He's wrapped some parts on that. But when you see their work, it's different. You know, I've flown down to Vegas. I've been in their shop numerous times. I've seen them work. And they're great. They're great people. He's a very, very good dude outside of the rapping world. Just in person, he's an awesome dude. So I'm a loyal guy. And in my opinion, to stay loyal, you got to, you know, do what it takes to get down there. And it's going to get shipped down there. We're going to do the damn thing. So it'll be a sick rap for sure. I'm hoping to get that shipped down in the end of February. It's going to take about a month and a half to get everything done that we're going to do to it. And it'll be up on the YouTube channel for sure.
Okay, man, that's tough, man. I know you mentioned in the rap that's going to represent, you know, who you are and what you do. What got you in the bodybuilding outside of, you know, being able to want to pull chicks and stuff, man? Outside of that, what
That does work a little bit, but you gotta have some brains too.
Yeah, you do. But look, you gotta have. If you got both, it's
shit. Honestly, the bodybuilding world, you know, after my first divorce, I was married before. After my first divorce, I didn't want to be that guy that was in the bar drunk all the time, depressed, and I just started up at Anytime Fitness here in town, and just started lifting, and I just started running into more and more people that had the same passion as me. Looking at these guys, you know, I was probably, 18 years old. I was 180 pounds. You know, now I'm sitting at 247. But, you know, I saw these guys and I was like, man, this is crazy what a body can do. And I just really got intrigued by it. And what happened was I just kept, lifting at the same people, getting to know the same people. Then I started going into a corporate gym, meeting more people that were in there. And then I started hearing about these competitive shows and lifting and going on stage. And I'm like, man, that's me. I want to be there. I want to be that spotlight. And, just started lifting, man, and I just love it now. It's just a dream of mine. It's in my blood now, man. I just can't get it out. If I don't go to the gym, I'm one crabby dude.
Yeah. Absolutely, man. I know a lot of people that lift, and I even got a few friends that they're into different levels of bodybuilding and whatnot, man. But you turned it into a business, though. What made you want to turn it into a business versus just getting it in the gym and doing your thing? What made it turn into a business?
Honestly, I've always wanted to do that, but the money just wasn't there. The people that I was with in my past wasn't there. They didn't have the same motivation, the same drive that I had. And then I ran into my wife and she has the same passion. She's a bodybuilder. She competes. And she just really drove me to do it. Like I've kind of mentioned this before, but when you're in a relationship, you got to push each other, and if y'all ain't on the same page and you're not pushing each other to be the best you are every single day you wake up, or even support, she's my number one supporter. She supported me from day one. And with that, she drives me, and I want to throw the towel in numerous times. And she was always like, no, babe, you're going to do this. You're going to do this. You're going to go. And, so I got to give a lot of props to her because she definitely held me down when I was throw the towel in. But I've always had the passion for it. It's just that the timing wasn't right. The people that I was with wasn't right. And, I just did it when I had to do it. And I love it. And I'm here to stay.
Yeah, man, that's dope, man. Having that support system is a must, man. I can vouch for that. My co-host, Carsha Rare, can vouch for that, man. We got some strong women in our lives, man. But what does it feel like, man, to have your spouse right there with you, working out with you, or do y'all work out together? I know y'all in the business together, but do y'all work out together? You her spot?
Yeah.
You?
I mean, I'm gonna be real with you, man. We've been together for 4 years, and honestly, we've probably spent like 5 days apart. This whole pandemic thing has brought different people together and away from each other, but we've always connected on a different type of level. To where, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I would like body slammer some days. You know what I mean? But you got to have that. And like I said, she's always been a rider with me. She's always been real with me. We work out together. I push her more than she pushes me, obviously, because I can spot her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I have buddies that spot me and push me too. But she always pushes me. We have a gym in our house. Every day we're out here working and grinding. And, we're going to Mexico. So right now, tomorrow, we start our diet to get all turned up for Mexico. So there again, even though we're just going on vacation, we're pushing each other to see who can look the best, So it's always a competition a little bit between us two with that. But it's all in fun. You know what I mean? It's always in fun. And it's not a competitive level at that with that. But we definitely push each other for sure. And I love it. I lived it with the people in my past, but it just wasn't the same.
Gotcha.
And she's older than me, which I love. I've always dug that.
Yeah.
But she's got a level head and she knows what she wants to. So when you have that, it's a lot easier. It makes things easier when y'all are on the same page. It just makes everything easier in life.
Yeah.
Like they say, happy wife, happy life. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, that's accurate, man. And I like how you mentioned several times, man, the past and how you're grounded now, and your wife helps ground you, and you didn't want to be that guy that's just sitting down with your head down. So you got in the gym, you start doing all these different things, man. there are people right now that are listening and watching what we're doing. What would you tell somebody that's struggling right now to separate themselves from maybe a negative neighborhood, negative associations, and they have opportunities right in front of them? What would you tell that person?
Man, just look at your opportunities. You know, weigh out your opportunities, weigh out your options. I would always recommend that anything that's positive in your life, step towards that. Anybody that's negative in your life, it's always going to be a hard thing. And trust me, I've been there. To get rid of negativity in your life. Sometimes you don't always know it's a negative person or a negative thing, but it's a very hard thing to step away from a situation. If it's a negative situation, whatever the case may be, whether you're running the streets or you're having troubles at home or in a relationship, whatever the case may be, it's always a struggle. But if it's a negative, you have to step away from it and take the positive and keep moving forward. I've always said to myself that I don't like negativity. Now that I know what negativity feels like from my past, I'm more aware, if that makes sense. Take it with anything that you have and grab onto that positivity and run, you know, and the sky's the limits to any one of us on this show in this world. Not one person can hold you down. The only person that's going to hold you down is yourself. And I've been there. I've been down. I've been out. I've been sad. I've been, you know what I mean? I've been to where I had $5 in my account. I've been there. And it's stressful. It's hard. It's sad. But the only person that's allowing that is yourself. You know, it's easy for me to say it. It's easy for yourself to say it too now. But for the people that are listening, we've all been there. We've all been where we had that $5 in our account. We're trying to get a $5 burger. You know what I mean? And now it's one of those things where if we can make that positivity even in one person, then let's do it. You know, I'm all about that. I'm all about helping people, but I have a thing where if you're not going to help yourself, I'm not going to be there. I'm not going to help. You know what I mean? And I can tell if you're willing to help yourself or not. And that's one thing that I truly hold to me is you got to help yourself. If you're not willing to help yourself, nobody's going to be there for you to do it. You know, and that's like going to work every day. Who cares if you work at McDonald's? Who cares if you work at Perkins? Who cares? Make that money and get your dreams. You know, I started out at a Burger King back when I was 14, you know, 15 years old. You know what I mean? So you have to start somewhere, whether you're 30 or whether you're 25 or 40, you know, start the grind, start it now and don't look back.
Now, bro, I went through your page and I seen all kind of workout stuff. I seen the car, I seen this, I seen that. I didn't see motivational speaker in there.
No, man, I was telling the wife this before, man. I was like, I'm nervous, you know, I'm nervous as hell. You know, she's like, you're fine, you're fine. I'm like, no, I'm nervous. I'm sweating and shit. You know what I mean? But no, I get that a lot, but it's not something that I normally do. You were the first one that, you know, has come to me about this and reaching out to me. And it's definitely, like I told you, this is out of my comfort zone. So I appreciate you for pulling me out of my zone and straighten me out a little bit.
Yeah, this is one thing I'd tell you. You know, we're polar opposites in the gym, but I feel like on this whole motivation thing, man, you're on the same level, brother. It's just a matter of learning how to tell your story, man. And when it's real and you don't have to make up something, it flows. And right now, man, you dropping major gems that can literally save people's lives, man. So it's important that you just keep telling your story, man. And I'm sure the first time you had to go for a personal best on the bench, you might have had some nerves with it, but you pushed through it. And
exactly.
If you're nervous right now, I would hate to see you confident.
Yeah, man, I'm serious, man. I trade my armpits, but you get nervous, man.
Nah, bro.
Nah,
bro. You doing it, man. And it's important that we're able to tell our story, because there are millions of people that, let's say, I can't reach with my particular story, and there are millions of people right now that are hurting, that are about to make a bad decision in life, and we've made different bad decisions. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm perfect.
No, hell no. I made a lot of them.
But being able to show how you can rebound from those decisions, man, is major, bro. And I just wanna salute you to that, man. And I'm gonna talk about a bad decision right now that I think you made. I think this is a bad decision right here, because where I'm from, tires cost a little bit.
Yeah, I got stock in the tire business, man. Don't tell the wife this part, man. But yeah, I'll probably go through a few sets for sure. I'll be going through a few sets this summer.
Okay, we'll keep that quiet. We won't say a word.
Yeah, we don't tell nobody that, man.
Nah, and it's funny,
yeah,
bro.
I know everybody be like, bro, you went through a set of tires today, you got it. I'm like, nah, they're still there, but yeah, man. They're you know what it is, man. You got a fun car. I'm gonna be really truthful honest with you. I ain't worried about the rubber tire. You know what I mean? It's the car is there. The car is made to do that. You know, I am going to get tire stickers put on, so I got to kind of watch that a little bit because otherwise I'll be switching those all the time. But
yeah,
you know, the first couple months, I know I'm going to go through a set just because you know I've only driven the car for about a month and now it's sitting outside in 4 feet of snow. But I know that I will go through a set for sure real quick.
Yeah.
Especially out in Vegas when I get it wrapped.
Oh heck yeah, man! And I always mess with people, man, when I see that, man, because I drive primarily an all-wheel drive car, and you know it doesn't have the ability to do that type of burnout type situation, man. But I love seeing it. I'm gonna tell you another part that I love in the video. I know we can't hear it.
Yeah.
I love that supercharger whine, man.
Oh yeah. Was that when I was next to him?
Yeah. You.
Yeah. We caught that. Yeah, that's my favorite part. See that I'm walking with my wife to the car.
Yes, sir. Yeah, no, that was.
But yeah, that's you know the thing about that car though is, and I didn't know this, but the SRT on the steering wheel actually lights up when you start the car. Well, it's never lit up since I bought it, you know. So I was telling a bunch of guys here locally, they're like, bro, see how that SRT there on the wheel is supposed to light up, and so it's got to go to the shop on Friday. And get looked at, but yeah, that's about the only thing that I know of is wrong. But yeah, it's a hot car, man. I'm blessed to have it. Seriously, you know, we've talked before that I just never thought I would ever. You know, the dream was there. I'm gonna be real with you. The dream was there, but you know, there's a dream and then there's reality. And at the time, the reality was sinking in that you know the odds of me sitting in a car like that is slim to none. But the harder you work, the harder you grind, the harder you do things. Every day you wake up, man, put your feet on the ground, bless the world, and keep on moving because that's what's up. You know, you're the only one that can do it. And every day I walk outside to go to work, man, I take a look over my shoulder, and that's why I go to work. You know, I'm going to be real with you. It drives me to want more. You know, this is just the first car that I've had that's this style. I'm going to tell you something, it ain't the last one either. You know, we're gonna get crazy, and I want to get more and more. The higher the subscribers get, the higher, the bigger we get. You know, the more we do work together, all that stuff. You know, I just want to keep growing. You know, I don't want just this to be my one car. You know, I want numerous cars. I want cool cars. I want flip cars. But you know, I want to do a lot of things, kind of like Organic is doing, but in a different way, my own type of way. Yeah. You know. He motivates me, you know, and he's got a lot of cool things going on with the car scene. You know, we've talked about this before, and you know, back in the 2000s, the Fast and the Furious, you know, they kind of brought the car scene in the 2000s. Yeah. But here, you know, it might be different around the country. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just basing this off Minnesota. You know, there's not a lot of car stuff in the last 2 years. The car stuff is really blowing up. You know, and I feel like I really feel like the black brought that back. Yeah. You know, you see a lot of these guys' cars, and it tells about them. You know, their raps, their style of car, what you could do to a car, and what they do to their cars. I really feel like they brought that back. I think that's badass. I think it's cool. We kind of talked about that a little bit too, but the car scene is definitely back, and I don't foresee it going anywhere anytime soon. And, you know, I don't know how it is on the East Coast with you guys in their rallies. I know that there's a couple rallies here in Minnesota. There's a Venmo rally that I'm going to probably do. There's one that we go to Colorado, and then we go to Niagara Falls, New York. There's a couple of those. If you guys ever want to check out Venmo rally, I know I've tagged them on my Instagram too. I don't know how you guys do that down there. Do you guys do rallies, or do you guys just do car shows like you guys all park, or how you guys all work out there?
Nah, there's different rallies, and a lot of times the rallies are by class. At least that's how I see them. I'll see the advertisement for the supercar rallies. Yeah. You know, obviously, we know what kind of cars those are, and I'll see the BMW rally with all the different BMWs. So it's usually class. I've yet to see, hey, let's all meet here, you know, just a cannonball run type rally. At least I haven't seen that on the East Coast. Do y'all kind of do that there, or is it by class?
No, the rally I'm talking about, they're kind of open. You know, I mean, they're not judging at all. You know, I know that there's different car clubs now type that I'm understanding now. Like I said, I'm just getting into the game here in Minnesota, and I know there's different car clubs. But the rally that I'm talking about, they don't really judge, man. We went on a last run. You know, you had all types of, like, you had like a Lexus. You know, you had Infinity. You know, it was cool. You know what I mean? You have different types of people, different styles of cars. They're not necessarily sports cars like mine or you know that. They're all kinds of cars, but that's their dream, that's their passion. And I think that's what the rally, you know, those guys at that rally, that's what they're about. It's just about having fun, getting everybody together, like you said. The car world is definitely a different type of people, you know, but you bring a lot of different types of people. So that rally there is pretty cool. I want to hit the Colorado one. I want to hit the New York one, but we'll see what the wife says, you know, because they're not cheap, but it's worth it. You know, it's fun. You get to see a bunch of different cars and have a lot of fun with a bunch of guys.
I got you, man. And speaking of, you know, rally and the cars and everything, is that the central theme of your YouTube channel? I know the weather situation right now, but once the weather breaks, is that what your channel is going to be around? Cars in general, or that particular car? Because you said this ain't it when it comes to cars. So is it more like, hey, you know, I'm a car guy, so I'm going to have different cars? Or is that going to be the focal piece, the SRT?
Yeah, I mean, you're going to start seeing, you know, obviously I changed my name from Brando Swoll to the SRT God on Instagram. So at some point there, I got to hold up my name a little bit. You know, yeah, I'm a rookie with the car, but I feel that everything that I'm going to be doing this next summer here, I feel like that's going to be being able to maintain that name. But you know, I don't know what I'm going to do with the channel yet. I know that a lot of it's about the car for sure. But I have a lot of people reaching out that they want to know more about bodybuilding, about lifting, what I do in the gym, how I eat, what I eat, you know, that type of stuff too. So, and I'm not trying to make two channels, man. Once you know just as well as I do as a YouTuber, it's a full-time job, you know. So, you know, and you're gonna probably get a lot of the car stuff, but there's also gonna be a lot of bodybuilding stuff too in there. Just a mixture of people. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have, and really my clothing line too. You know, once everything gets going with that. I've had a lot of people ask me how I started up, how I did it, why I did it, you know, all those things. I really never explained all of that. So I really want to try to, you know, touch base with everybody on YouTube once everything is going. You know, how did I do it, and why did I do it, and what had, you know, like kind of the stuff you've been asking me with the passion in that. I just love it. You know, the YouTube, you know, when you look at channels, there's always one thing that guy does or girl. On their YouTube channel. And I don't want to be limited, you know, and that's probably a really bad thing to say for YouTube, but I don't want to be limited to what I show and what I'm known for on YouTube.
I think from a YouTube standpoint, YouTube love what they call, you know, niche or niche or whatever, however you say it. What is that void that you're filling? And I believe a vlog style channel is going to be the way that you would go, because through your day, it may be more, let's say 30% bodybuilding on the vlog today, 20% motivation, another 30%, you know, actually in the car or at a rep shop or, you know, just garage type talk. And it's going to be a pie, you know, and different slices are going to be bigger and smaller on each day. And I think you would have a niche like, yo, this guy right here, man, he's into bodybuilding. That's his job. He got the clothing line, man. And, you know, he's killing the game with these cars, starting with, you know, the SRT. And on the whole car thing, what would be a next level car of choice? I mean, I know it's a bunch of them out there. What would be, because, you know, I got my favorites. But what would be your next level car? Maybe not the top, but what could you see yourself moving into next at a higher level?
Man, you put me on the spot now.
You said you were sweating, so we're trying to get a full sweat.
Yeah, they got more than how you see the beads rolling down. You know, honestly, you know, I drove the Lamborghinis. They're nice, you know, but they suck getting in and out of. I would probably say, God, man, if it's got to be a sports car at some point, I'm gonna probably say Lambo. Maybe just the SV, maybe.
Oh, Ventador.
But I do like the Rolls Royce, the Wrath. I love that. That's a bad car. But I do like the Bentleys. You know, I'm one of those types of guys that like luxury car. But what will I do after this? I really have to, honestly, I have to see how the channel goes and see what, you know, in a year or two, what cars are out there. You know, do I do something? Do I do something bouncy and I go get a Bronco? You know, or you know, do I do something crazy like that, or and get it all souped up and high and start climbing some rocks and showing that, having both cars? You know, who knows? You know, it's but I would really, my dream car would definitely have to be a high-end Lamborghini for sure. SVJ or something like that.
Wow,
Even though it sucks getting in and out of, but it'd be cool to ride. And I won't be getting any of that car until I get down south. Arizona's where I'm looking. You know, me and the wife want to go down to Arizona. So once we hit there, but you know, I got to get her a car first. We got to take that up first. You know, so you know, she wants an Aston Martin. So she's a high class roller like me too. So she wants an Aston Martin two-door coupe. She saw that when I bought the Challenger, and she's like, "That's my car."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh man, you're definitely bringing me to the base."
Yeah, man, it is funny the similarities that you guys have. You know, the co-host of the show, Car Show Rail, you know, he's a Bentley owner, and I think he's on his third Bentley, but he really loves the Aston Martin. So it's funny that you mentioned that. But I can see you on the Lambo, man. But you know, I guess you.
Wow, what car is yours?
Lamborghini Huracan.
Yeah.
And I mean, I would love the 610-4 and even more so maybe the Performante, but I could see myself in the 610-4 because it's the all-wheel drive version versus the 580, where, you know, it's the rear-wheel drive, but I could do some cool burnouts in the 580.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're still doing burnouts, man. You get a lot of snow over there or no?
Oh, no. I mean, here in North Carolina, I used to complain about how cold it was here until I started talking to people like yourself in Minnesota, my friends in Chicago. So when I hear them talk about cold, I zip my lip up because I don't know what cold is apparently, because it was like, let's say it was 55, right? And I was like, man, I was vlogging. I was like, man, it's cold out here today, man. And it was like 55, and the Chicago people was killing me.
Yeah,
it was like 55, and it's cold.
It's 30 below with a 30-mile-an-hour wind, champ. Come over here.
No, sir. I went to see my brother graduate from basic training in Great Lakes, Illinois. And when I tell you the wind chill, I don't even know if my chapstick worked that day. It felt like it was pointless for me to put chapstick on because I felt like it was going to freeze.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It was just crazy, man. So how long does that cold season last in Minnesota?
Well, honestly, man, this year we've had a really good winter. Like right now, I think it's like 31 degrees out, which is super rare at the beginning of January. Usually it's 2 degrees, you know. So it'll snow pretty good in March, and then after that, it's pretty much starts to melt after that. That's why with the car situation, I'm letting it be down in Vegas until about the middle of April. Just because then I don't have to drive it. Because I'm going to drive it back. I'm not going to get it shipped back up there. I'm going to fly out there and we'll, you know, go down to Arizona and drive back up through the States. You know, get the wrap out there and the name and everything out there at that point. But it gets cold, man. I've worked outside. I work outside year round. I work for the power company up in Minnesota. So, you know, we're working 30 below, you know, and it got a wind chill another 20. So most I've ever worked out was almost 50 below.
Wow, that's crazy, man. And
it's cold.
Yeah. And you mentioned again about, you know, the wrap on the car, and I think it's really dope that you're going to Reflections Detail. It feels like I've been to Reflections Detail a million times, you know, just from watching Organic and Tall Guy's channel previously. And inside the car is one thing. Yeah. What about under the hood? Are you thinking about under the hood modifications for this? For the beast?
Honestly, I haven't heard it drive. I've only drove it. I haven't heard it drive by me yet. I haven't had enough guts to let the wife drive it yet, so I haven't heard it. But the exhaust is obviously the upgraded exhaust already. Under the hood, I got 800 horse. We are going to try to push 1150 out of it. I don't know how we're going to do it. I think we're going to do it in 2 stages. I have a company here that I'm starting to work with out of Rogers, Minnesota. They do some Hellcat stuff. But we're going to try to push 1150, but I wanted to get the rap going first.
Yeah.
I wanted to get that name out there. I wanted to get the visual. I wanted people to start following me because of the rap and stuff like that. Because as I'm going to be real with you guys, as a business owner, you want to make money before you start spending a lot of money. And you start opening up that hood. I mean, you're talking another $12,000 to put, what I want under that hood. And, with the YouTube channel and everything going, I'm hoping that it starts paying for itself. And that's going to be like a YouTuber. I mean, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. You want to turn that money and keep making money off the YouTube channel. So, yeah, man, I mean, we're going to do, there's a list of stuff that he has that he wants to do to it. I'm totally cool with it. We just got to make sure that the transmission will hold. Corey put one under his. He blew his at like 1120, I think, horsepower. So if I could try to hit like 1050, I'd be happy with that without blowing that. But I think the rear end will hold. But if we can get 1050 at the crank, we'll be all right.
Yeah. I mean, and I know some folk that's actually here in this chat, man. They could tell you everything you need to, once you get that horsepower under the hood, what you need to do in the rear end, what you need to do as far as transmission. Like, it's these guys, they run on the track, so they know how to keep their cars together. And on that same note, man, I'm looking forward to the next YouTubers call out, which is April 10th in Dallas, Texas at the Texas Motor Speedway, man. So it's literally open season for, fun, on track roll racing and, dig racing, from the dead start, man.
Are you going to be out there?
Absolutely. I have to, let me show you something. They call me they call me the king.
Oh shit.
They call me they call me the hybrid king because I got the I8, man, and I had the I8 out there, and I was fortunate enough to I got like 3 wins against a Scat Pack, and I got a win against a manual Hellcat. But I mean the I8, 0 to 60 is 3.9. I mean, it's not a slow car. I mean, and it literally has the same quarter mile. I think the I8's quarter mile is like 12.9, and like the Scat is like 12.5. So
yeah, Scat Pack though, bro. That's a Scat Pack. We're red eye, brother.
You notice I didn't mention that.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't mention that. So I came out. I went to Memphis, the hybrid king, and I'm still the hybrid king right now. So I have to go to the next YouTubers call out. So that way, some people that I beat, I have to give them a chance at the crown jewel. But this is what I'm gonna do while I'm there, man. I'm gonna be like Thanos. So I want to take. I've already taken the hybrid jewel. So I'm thinking about taking the G body jewel. I'm about to get me a G body and become the G body king. And then I might mess around and get me a red eye and become the Dodge king.
Oh shit, man! I picked my car up at the beginning of April, and I come through Texas. You know what I mean? So send me some information on that. You know what I mean? And maybe I'll swing through that. That'd be sick, man.
Yeah, and
I'll totally throw it out.
Absolutely, man. And it's also a good way to to see what your car can do. It's definitely not about winning and losing.
Yeah,
I think it's more of you against the clock, you learning your car. Because let's be honest, I mean, we've all gone fast in our cars in traffic on the highway, and we feel like, we got something right here. But man, what I learned in Memphis in October on the track, it's a completely different animal altogether, and you really can learn your car. You could have a faster car, but the person beside you has a faster reaction time to the trick.
Right. Well, the thing is, too, with them Hellcats, and a lot of people don't understand this, is I'm not going to be able to win on a takeoff. Now, you get me on a roll-off, and I got a chance, but I sit there and spin. So what matters in a Hellcat, too, is the type of rubber you're using on your tires. Because if it's not going to grip, you're just going to sit there and spin all day long while that car takes off. A lot of those quick cars like that don't have that problem. You know, so they might squeak a little bit, but then they grab and they're gone. Where on a Hellcat Red Eye, you spin it, you sit there for 30 seconds and spin. You got to let off the gas and then go.
Yeah.
So it really depends on the rubber tire that you're using for the Red Eye.
True. And in Memphis, you know, I was seeing some of the guys that, again, they're super serious about their racing on the track. Like, man, they would take those stock wheels off and put the sticky Mickey wide joints on there.
Yep.
You talking about hook up and gone.
Yeah. It's all about the sticky icky, man. If you're not sticking, it's a done deal. You know, you can have the fastest car you want, but if you're going to spin, that Corolla's going to beat you. You know what I mean? It's just facts, you know. So that Corolla, you riding around.
Yeah. Hey, hey, bro, I was about to say, it's right. You know I got a Corolla too.
Yeah.
Don't let me beat you in a Corolla. If I beat somebody in a Corolla,
I would turn the car in. I would turn it in. I'd just give you the title.
It used to be a show called Pinks, and they were racing for pink slips. If I win in first of all, why am I even there with the Corolla? That's the first thing. But two, if I beat you in a Corolla, turn in the pink slip.
Yes, sir. That's well deserved on that one.
Yeah, yes, sir, man. But I think you would have a lot of fun down there.
Yeah.
But more importantly, the event was major for YouTubers.
Yeah.
Especially YouTubers that are trying to grow their channel, because there are going to be so many YouTubers there. They're going to be larger in numbers.
Yeah.
You know, in subscriber count, YouTubers there as well. And the big YouTubers that I met at the event, from Demonology to TJ Millionaire Mentor to Mod to Fame, Stunner Reese, Real to Real, and I hate that I'm probably leaving out some names. I met a lot of big YouTubers.
That guy said, Car Show says, spinning ain't winning, man. We should totally make a shirt of that, bro.
Hey, spinning ain't winning. You got that right,
Yeah, we should make a shirt of that one.
Yeah, but you'll have a lot of fun. And as a YouTuber, man, your channel will grow because you'll get footage with big YouTubers that are on the come up. And it's just a great event, man. And like I said, your YouTube channel, you know, you're new with it. I think it'll give your channel a big boost that it deserves. I'm living proof.
Yeah, man. What you should do is send me a bunch of that info. You got my number and shit. Send me that info, man. I'm totally up for it because the wrap might be done by then. And if I'm coming through, we're definitely coming through. Me and the wife will swing through there and check it out. Yeah.
And I'm seeing some good folk coming in here, man. So I'm gonna shout out some folk, man.
For sure.
Chess Holmes, L Boogie, was that Kaylee Jean, JJW.
What's going on, Kelly?
Let me see. Yeah, Carshorell is in here. Let me scroll back. T Rose is in here. Motorzilla, Rival Though Famous, Cyan Mass. We said T Rose. The Golden Jewel is in here. Karmic Khan is in here. Jade's mom. We got a lot of folks. Armin is in here. Jennifer St. James. Mini Oxide is in here. Lightness of Summer is in here. Let me keep scrolling some more. New York in Your City. L Boogie. I said Jay's mom. Bar Clear. Yeah, Lefty 1372. Oh, with Tony James is in here. Got a lot of good folk that's coming through on the show, man. We really appreciate y'all's support. And if you're just joining us, man, we here with the SRT God, man. And I'm just happy to be here. And I really want to see you in Dallas if that's possible. So I'm going to make sure.
Yeah, I'm serious, man. Shoot me some info on that because I mean I'm always up for it. Like I said, if I'm coming through that way, anyways, I might as well stop through and say what's up. You know, I meet much people. It's about networking too. You know, that's the number one thing that I've really learned. You know, my wife, she's obviously she's into networking and things like that. So you know, I have season tickets to the Timberwolves.
Okay.
And, yeah. So I know they suck and they lose, you know, whatever. But you know, they ain't the Dallas Mavs or anything like that. But you know, I've done a lot of network with those guys, and just to be able to network and learn how to do it. Number one business thing you can do is start networking. No matter how you do it or how you want to go about it, but that has taught me how to network with people that I've never even met in my life. And when you do those things, you never know who you're talking to. You know what I'm saying? So I've come up to people that are like well-known lawyers that have come right up to me because during the season I'll do a green beard and blue beard and all that for the colors of the Wolves, and I have people coming up to me all the time wanting to talk to me and stuff like that, and I never know who I'm talking to, but come to find out, like a bunch of high-end lawyers and all those start talking to you. You start networking with them. People, hey, I know this guy. They want to know what you do. You know, and I tell them I'm doing a brand. Well, they know a hookup over here. And, you know, you just never know who you're going to run into. You know, in these car shows that you're at, you don't know who they are until they start talking and they say their name, you know. And those are the people that you want to connect with that are always in the positive up and up.
Yeah, man, bro, you seem like just a big positive ball of energy, man. Would you say you've always been that way, or did you have times in your life where you weren't always positive with your head up with a good word to say?
For the most part, I've been pretty positive, man. You know, my father has gone through a lot in health. I would say he's probably one of the most positive motherfuckers I've ever met. He's gone through throat cancer. He's gone through broken necks, broken backs. You know, he just had a stroke. He's gone through a shit ton of stuff, and every day he always tells me, stay positive. He's always thinking positive. So I would say he's got a lot to do with that positivity. But there's been days, and I'm not going to lie to you guys, and we all have them or whatever, but there's days where I look down and I'm just, you know, I'm down. I'm sad or I'm disappointed in myself or I'm depressed. You know, we all have those moments, but it's the matter of how you're going to get yourself out of it. You know, I do live a blessed life. I do have an amazing life, amazing wife, amazing everything around me. But there are times where you ask yourself, you know, is this real? Or, you know, am I good enough? Or, you know, you ask yourself that. And I have been there. I've done that. But in the most part, I've been a pretty positive person my whole life. You have to be. Life is too short, you know. And this whole vid situation is a prime example of life is short. You know, and you gotta stay positive. We're gonna have those down days. I get it. I respect that. But it's a matter of how you pick yourself up out of that day. Every day is a new day, and the only person that's gonna pick you up is yourself. You know, you could be married, you could have a girlfriend, or you could have kids, but at the end of the day, it's gonna be you that's gotta pick yourself up. You know what I mean? And I have. You know, when I went through my first divorce, even though that I kind of wanted it, it still was a depressing moment for me. You know what I mean? And things were different. But, you know, you got to stay positive. You got to look at the positivity, things that are coming out of it. I learned a lot. And that's how I try to look at everything is, even though it's a negative situation or whatever the case may be, what was the positives out of it? And that's what keeps the guy moving forward.
Yeah, no, that's all good stuff, man. And I'll say for me, at the point of life that I'm in right now, man, you know, I love the cars. I love to have fun. I love to do all these different things, man. But literally at the end of the day, when I get a DM from, let's just say somebody with a lot of stature and this and that, and they say they saw a video of mine, little old me, country boy from North Carolina, and they say, man, you picked me up today.
Yeah, I love that shit.
I love it, man. And, you know, I don't have the most subscribers in the world on my YouTube channel. I don't have the most followers on Instagram. But when I get that one inbox, that really changes the game, man. Do you ever find yourself getting messages like that, or just in person, hey, man, you did this for me, man, and you just, how does that make you feel?
Yeah, sometimes I do get those messages. You know, I get the ones that are positive. I get the ones that are negative. And they both affect me. You know, I'm going to be real with you. That's something that I'm working on still. And you know, we all go through that, and it's only going to get worse as we grow and get bigger. You're going to have those negativity comments, those negativity things. But when it comes to the positive things, I get a lot of positivity too as well. And it does. It hits me. It hits me good. I'm proud of myself because, in all honesty, you know, from my past, I would never think that someone would be like, yo, B, man, I like you, man. I look up to you. And I'm a very intimidated person. I'm always told I'm intimidated. People don't always come up to me because I look like I want to tear their head off, or whatever the case may be. I've heard it all. But when they get to know me, it's a different type of branding, you know. And I don't put myself out there as that little teddy bear, you know what I mean? But really, I am. You know, my wife says it all the time. She's like, you act like such a hard ass, you know. You come across a hard ass, you know, and I am, but I'm also a teddy bear, you know what I mean? So it's one of those things where I do get the comments. I love them. I take them to heart. I also respond to those people because they upbring me, you know what I mean? And just because I'm upbringing other people does not mean those people don't upbring me. And their drive also drives me. You know what I mean? And staying in that positive lane, sometimes it's hard, you know, but when you get those messages, it definitely like, all right, I'm back in the left lane and we're in the fast lane, let's go. You know, so, you know, the positivity, I love it. I love hearing it. I also, you know, as a man, you know, I've told people that I look up to, which I don't tell very many people, that, yo, man, I look up to you, you know, you're a mentor of mine. You know, a lot of guys don't say that shit because we're a bunch of badass people. You know what I mean? We're too cool for that. But I've let my guard down and I've told people that, you know, I look up to you guys and stuff. There's nothing wrong with that.
No.
I have guys that do it all the time, and it's like, this is cool. You know, from a guy to tell you, hey, man, I look up to you, you're a cool ass dude. That's something different. You know, it hits you differently, you know, and I've had kids, you know, like, for instance, I was driving down the highway with the Hellcat, and this kid, this like 12-year-old kid, DMs me on Instagram. I'm like, bro, I just saw your car. You know, you're super, that's a badass car. And I looked over at the wife, and I'm like, that kid's like 12. You know, and I'm like, this is cool. You know, that kid's gonna go home, and he saw a badass car today. You know, like it was just one of those things. Like it was a raw moment. You know what I mean,
bro.
So yeah, I get those comments. I love it, but the one thing I am working on is the negative comments, man. Those keyboard warriors, man, they get me. Yeah, you know that we don't give them any time on our time, but they get me. They definitely get me.
Well, I'm glad that you're even publicly saying that, you know, something like that can get to you, because I hear people say all the time, I don't care about that. That's not true. If you're human, you're gonna feel something when somebody says something negative. And at the end of the day, I mean, is it gonna tear you down? No, it's not, but it can temporarily bother you, man. So my advice to you, you know, OG to younger G, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I love it.
Read it, acknowledge it, delete it.
Yeah, I'm working on it, bro.
Don't even respond.
I really am, and I you know, we will talk too. Is I'm really trying to work on the. Now I don't even want to see them. You know what I mean? Like I'll see them on the comments on my pictures, or you know, the new thing is on my YouTube. You know, they do the comments on there, and I take the comments to heart for some damn reason sometimes, and it affects me. So I'm really trying to work on that. I'm really trying to, like you said, delete it. Or let it be, just don't respond to it. Cause, you know, the energy that you give them, that's what they're looking for. And I have done that. I've definitely given my energy, and I got to stop doing that because it's just not worth it. You know, it's bringing on energy, it's bringing on negative energy to myself, and that's not somebody that I am. You know,
absolutely, man. And again, I think there's a place for haters, right? I tell people this a lot. I say, you know, we talk about, man, I like to have good people around me. I like to have people that are moving forward around me. So if you like to have good people around you, if you like to have people that are moving forward around you, there would be no such thing as moving forward people and good people if there was no such thing as negative people.
Right.
So we're always going to have negative people in our lives. And this is what I've learned too. You never know somebody's upbringing, right? Some guys don't know how to tell another man, I like what you're doing, bro. They just don't know. So instead of saying, I like what you're doing, they say, yo, that shirt is too tight you got on, man. You got a medium shirt on. You need to have a large shirt on. They start hating on you, know, man. Yeah. You got a Hellcat, but you ain't got no demon though.
Yeah.
And then you
get a Hellcat and we'll talk business, champ.
No, we ain't gonna talk about what they got, what they don't have. But this is somebody sitting who knows where with absolutely nothing going on, and they get under your skin a little bit. But if you start to understand, you know what, that guy really looks up to you, man. Yeah. That guy didn't grow up. I might be getting a little too deep. That guy didn't grow up with a father, so he doesn't know how to talk to a man. Yeah, no, it's legit. I definitely agree with that. You know, and like you said, it comes from all types. You know, it's one of those things where he could be a keyboard warrior. He could be, who knows who he is, you know, because they're always fake accounts, you know, because don't get me wrong, I click on them accounts because I want to find out who the hell it is. If I know him, we're going to talk in the road, you know, but
I do. I look, but they're always fake accounts, so they're gonna, like I've said before, and a lot of people, they're not gonna say it to my face. I wish they would, but they'll never say it to your face, So it's something that I'm really working on. Truly, that's probably one of my number one things that I'm working on is letting that shit slide, not letting it get to me, and it's a live and learn situation, especially, as I'm getting bigger, with my brand, with my company, with my YouTube, with everything that I'm going on. I have to be used to that stuff. And I'm sure you can go through it too. We all do. I have buddies that have YouTubes, they all deal with it, but why can't we all just get along?
Look,
what I mean?
that would be great, man. And we got a big time YouTuber in here right now. I mentioned him earlier, Demonology 638. So yeah. So he rocks the Dodge Demon, man, and he's one of the toughest competitors on the track that I've seen. So he's in here now. He said, "Look, I got a Demon, and they still hate." So I guess it don't matter what kind of car you got.
No, it's because they're jealous. That's what I've been told from a lot of you guys that are getting bigger and growing fast is the jealousy. It takes the best out of somebody. You know what I mean? And I just got to really work on it personally. It's one of those things that I think what the problem is when I see those is I take it to heart because I am such a teddy bear deep down inside, but at the same time I don't want people punking me either. You know what I mean? And because I don't come across that way. I don't do that to people. If I got something to say, I'll say it to you. You know what I mean? So I let the stuff bother me for some reason. It is what it is, and I'm going to work on that for sure by the time we get bigger, because I can't allow it to ruin my game. Yeah,
and I think that's cool. I think acknowledgement in anything is the first step to overcoming. We acknowledge, and then we can overcome. So it's like, okay, right now these jokers is getting on my nerves, but I'm working on it, and you know what? By the time we get to 10,000 subscribers, it's going to bother me a little bit. By the time we hit 50,000 subscribers, it's going to be like cruise control, man. Like I told my wife the other day, I said, I'm looking forward to 1,000 dislikes on every video. Like, huh? What do you mean?
You got some kahunas, bro.
No. But this is the thing. If you look at ratio, so if I have 1,000 dislikes, I'm going to have about 30,000 likes.
Fair enough. Fair.
Because the ratio of love to hate is it's a big gap. You know what I mean? So I say all that to say I'm looking forward to the comments. I'm looking forward to I don't like that video. I'm gonna be like, hey, that's great. Or if you cross the line, I also have filters set up on my YouTube channel.
Okay.
That's something that we can talk about offline. You can set up filters for keywords, and the comment won't make it publicly.
Okay, yeah, we gotta definitely get together on that.
Yeah. So
I got some weird shit, man.
Yeah, but this is what I know about you, Brandon, man. And before I even asked you to come on, man, just from watching your page, checking different things out, man, I said, man, it's just something different about you. And I watch a lot of YouTube channels, man, and you have everything that it takes to have a successful YouTube channel. And I'm not talking about the material thing, bro.
Yeah, right. No,
I'm not talking about the material things. Like, you actually care. And that's why you be wanting to snap the necks of the haters, because you care about your name, you care about your brand, you care about your reputation. And a part of us sometimes feels like these comments, we got to defend our brand.
Right.
But in real life, we really don't have to defend a thing. Your wife knows who you are. Your loyal supporters know who you are. And as your loyal supporters grow on YouTube, this is what I'm seeing. Man, those supporters will crush every negative comment in there. You won't even have to say a word.
Right. Agreed.
Yeah, you won't even have to say a word, man. So
yes, with the YouTube channel, I would like to try to get to 1,000 by July subscribers. And then just keep moving from there. But the biggest thing is like the content, the consistently content. Is where I need to be, and with just talking with you and stuff, and hearing it from you about being positive and being upbringing and all those things. I want to really start pushing more, even just talking. You know what I mean? Just chilling the villain and throwing some shit out there on the video camera and throwing some things together even and putting it on there. It's one of those things where I want to do the YouTube. I want to do it. But it's like and I know you kind of do it too, but you carry around that camera. You know, you walk through Target, everybody's like, what is he doing, man? You know, it's embarrassing, right? At first, it's embarrassing. You know, it's like, oh man, they're looking at me. I'm gonna put it away. You know, I do that shit all the time. So I got a video going, and we're doing good. You know, the wife's filming me. We're doing great. And I was like, oh, I'm embarrassed. You know, I get embarrassed, type. You know, so I'm working on that too. But we're gonna bring some content, and you know, I would like to definitely hit me up on that April stuff, man. I want to get with you and do some films and videos, and I think it'll be a good ass time.
Yeah, I think so too, man. People love real and people love stories, man. So even if we're just like we're sitting here talking, man, more of a conversation style, man. And it's like, man, you just go on I remember back in such and such day, man. And then, you know, you're telling a story. People love to hear stories, man. So as you're doing the vlog and things come up in your mind, man, you can just talk about a story, because you're the editor of your YouTube channel, right? So anything you don't want on there, you can cut it out. And there's plenty of times where I'm doing my YouTube and I'll stammer and stutter and I'll just cut that out.
You got spit blowing everywhere.
Yeah, you know, or sometimes I'm recording, bro, and my wife is on the phone talking to somebody, and let's say I'm talking about something, and that can't go on the air.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Saying how sexy and everything you are? Yeah, I know. That can't go on the air.
Yeah, well, you know what I'm saying? You know, hey, look, hey, Brandon, so look, you're going to have to help me out on the other part, okay? You're going to have to help me out.
Yeah. Well, I know I sent some shirts out to you guys today, actually. I just sent them out, so you can look sexy in those for sure. I sent those out to you guys today, so you guys are going to love that. You know, like I said, you guys have been treating me right, and I'm a super loyal person, so I got to treat my people right too. So when you guys get those, let me know. But I know you guys will like them. The material's great. I'm not shy of spending the money on the material and the gear. You know what I mean? So that's what I like to do with that.
Yeah, man. So what's next for? We'll just say, I almost like to call you Brando. I'm so used to saying Brando. Yeah. So what's next for the SRT God, man? What's next for you, bro?
You know, like I said, we're gonna, you know, we're gonna take a personal vacation in a month and rejuvenate. You know, we got to do that. We've been married for a year. Come February 29th, we've been married for a year, so we're gonna finally do our what do you call it, honeymoon type. You know, we're gonna do that. You know, since the lockdown and shit, we haven't been able to do that. So we're gonna take a little personal vacation, and then the machine's getting set down, the reflection detail. I'm not sure if they're in here. He might have been in here. He said he was gonna come in here, but if you guys don't know reflection detail out of Las Vegas, make sure you guys follow those guys. YouTube, Instagram, all the above. They're on my Instagram. I think they might be on a couple of my videos too. But it's gonna get shipped down to reflection detail. We're gonna get the wrap on. I will say I'm working on doing something on the inside of the Hellcat that no other Hellcat in the country has.
No other?
That'd be cool.
No other?
We're just going to see if everything lines up and works how it's supposed to, but we can't do it till the car gets there. So that's something, you know, like you said, you know, you got the outside, you got the hood, but let's talk about the inside a little bit too. And I'm definitely shooting for the stars on this, so we'll see. That's a little tidbit. I'm shooting for the stars. You know what I mean?
Hey, you look. Hey, I love it, man. I love it. I love what you're. I like when you said, man, you shooting to have one of the top 5 in the game, period. And it's some tough ones out there. Like I've seen some beautifully wrapped cars, including ones that came out of reflection detail.
Yeah. And I know those ones, and he knows those ones. And I told him flat out, I said, we need to kill the game. And you know, in the Midwest, you know, there's a couple Hellcats that are up here, the Red Eyes, a couple of them, not a lot. You know, so I'm pretty confident that I'll be in the top 3 for sure, if not the best one in the Midwest. When I talk Midwest, I'm talking Minnesota, Wisconsin, Iowa, you know, a bunch of corn-fed places, you know, all that. So when I want to get outside, I'm not going to say I have the best rap because I know Organic's already blowing that up. I don't even try and hit him. You know what I mean? So, but when it comes down to the Hellcat, Red Eye, wide body type, I'm going to be up there for sure. And, you know, there's been a lot of people that have wanted to take videos and photos of it already. So once all that starts happening and gets out there on the social media platforms, on the YouTube channels, we'll see where it ranks. And I would love to bring it somewhere and go up against other Hellcat Red Eyes even and see, you know, who's got the better rap and who doesn't, you know, because I would I'm not trying to be competitive, but I would like to be a little bit competitive for sure because I want to be known for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely, man. And I think that's dope, man. I'm looking real cool and calm, but I'm super excited for you, bro. I mean,
I'm excited. Shit, I was telling the wife today, I was like, I just want to ship the thing down. I just want it back. You know what I mean? I want to just look at it. I want to just sit there and like touch it, you know, but it's all about patience. It's all about the right timing and that stuff. And this stuff ain't cheap to do. With that, you know, I mean, you're looking at an $11,000 wrap, you know. So when you start getting into the reflection wraps and the 3M stuff and the multiple layers and that type of stuff, that it adds up. And you know, when you start doing customizing different things, you know, the symbols are going to be custom on the side fenders. You know, so we're taking it to a different type, but it all takes money, it takes time, and you know, just the product itself takes a month and a half to order. You know, so it's all a process, and that's one of the things. I'm not down there all the time, so and you're not going to get the updates from me personally. You know what I mean? So they're going to have to send me the videos and stuff like that, and they're all about that stuff because they want to get their name out there too. But you're going to want to follow them on their YouTube channel as well, because I'm sure they'll probably be putting it on there, I would imagine.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Something that me and my co-host Kasha Rell, we like to do with like some of our fans and stuff, man. We just like to we like to do what we call lunch on me.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So I'm looking at some messages from Kasha Rell. So I want to see who want to pick 2 individuals, man, to send them some lunch money, man, on Car Talk TV, man. You know, I like to eat. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, I can start eating the right stuff so I can convert some of that protein into beefcake. You know what I mean? So I can walk around here with no shirt on a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta curl them 5-pounders, man.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do that. So let me see. We got one winner from, I think this is from YouTube, I believe. Otto Bez. So Otto Bez, you are one of the winners for the lunch on me, lunch on Car Talk TV, and the other winner is L Boogie from Instagram. So L Boogie, that's in the Instagram chat. You are one of the winners of lunch on me, man. So Kasha Rell and myself, we're gonna send y'all the Cash App for the lunch money, man. So make sure you guys DM us or inbox us, or make sure you guys send us your Cash App so we can send y'all the little lunch money, man. We like to.
Hey, I'll tell you guys what, man. Whoever you guys just pick, man, get your guys' shirt size and stuff. I'll throw you guys some shirts too.
Hey, man, y'all
guys, let me know your address and your name, and I'll throw you some shirts. We'll do the damn thing. You know what I mean? It's all about positivity, and it's staying real, and it's just showing love, and that's what I'm about. So the guys and the girls that won, throw them your address, everything. I'll throw you guys some shirts. Make sure the shirt sizes are in the description though, because we need to make sure that I get the right sizes to you guys. And you never know, I might throw something else in there. You never know.
Hey, that's what it is, man. Brandon, you all right, buddy? We in the spirit of giving, my man. Yeah,
you know, it's a new year. You know, we got to start off positivity. If I can give a little bit, shit, I'll do it. You know what I mean? I've been blessed. You know what I'm saying? So I got some stock downstairs. I'll throw something.
Yeah, facts, man. And that's one thing that I'm real big on, man. You never know what giving can do for somebody, and it's not the dollar amount. It's not the item that they receive. I mean, you could give a millionaire a $10 bill and walk away and say, "Man, have a blessed day." That millionaire could have been at a point of depression. You never know where they were at mentally, and you gave them $10. Like, man, people really do. There are people out here that care. You know what I mean? So Brandon, just keep being you, bro. Keep being positive, man. Keep giving. And I would love for you to tell everybody again where they can find you on social media and your company's website.
You can definitely find me at the SRT God on Instagram. You can also find my brand at Soda Muscle, SOTA Muscle. It's also a YouTube channel as well, all one word. The links are in my bio. Just click the link tree. It's right on there. Just click that, subscribe. I truly appreciate all the love and the support from every single one of you guys from the bottom of my heart. Y'all are allowing me to do something that I love, and you guys can do it too. You know what I mean? I want you guys to make sure that every positive day that you have, man, wake up, smile, grind every single day for your goals and your dreams. Make little ones to big ones. Don't make a big goal. Make a bunch of little ones to get to that big goal. You know, and even when you're at the goal, still ain't enough. We still got to eat. You know what I mean? So it just never changes. And that's where you guys can find me. If y'all have any questions or any ideas that I should do with the Hellcat Red Eye, yo, man, I'm open. You know what I mean? It's not just my lane. So I want you guys to jump over and tell me what I should do, what you all think I should do. You said you had a couple guys in here that have demons and Hellcats and know, you know, some things to do. I'm open. You know, I'm a rookie at this. I'm not a vet, and I'm proud of it. But at the same time, we got some names to hold out as SLT God.
Woo, yes, sir. And I'm telling you, man, we got the right people in this chat, and some of the people that I know, they will sit down with you. They'll talk to you and say, man, this is what you need to do. From, as we say, from the rooted to the tooted, baby. You know what I'm saying? This from the tires, to the center caps on your cars. Everything you need to know, man. I'm telling you, man. Because I want to get into racing myself. So I literally want to build. I'm interested right now in building a Monte Carlo for the track. For the track. So I've literally been reaching out to people that I see on social media, man, to learn, man. So I love the fact that you're a rookie. You're not ashamed of being a rookie, and you just say, hey, I'm gonna meet the standard that my name holds, man. And I'm looking forward to it, bro.
Just give me a couple minutes, man. We got more feet of snow out there, man. So just give me a couple months, let that shit melt. But I'm telling you guys, we're gonna come through with the Hellcat Red Eye, super wide body. It's gonna be crazy. I love it. I love you guys. Thank you so much, Vapors, for taking me out here. It's real to me. This is just the beginning for me. It's the beginning for you. And never know, man. I might actually be doing Vapor the 10th in Dallas.
Yeah, yes, sir, man. So on that note, man, I appreciate those kind words, man. I want to thank you. I want to thank you on behalf of myself, E-Vapors, Car Talk TV, and the other half, the legendary Car Show Rail, man. We thank you, brother.
I appreciate him too, man. He's got some shit coming his way as well. So you guys rock it. Make sure you guys look good.
Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, man, it's been a great show. We out of here, man. It's your main man, E-Vapors, and y'all know what we do. We swipe up.
See.
Yep.